We'll begin. Just a couple of minutes I'll share and then we'll go for our final session today. So the first thing to remember is what we are doing is subtle. And when we're doing these processes, we have to keep the attention on the practice and the process, not so much on the result. Anytime the mind is getting attached to the result or expecting something or wanting to do the process for the result, it creates a knot. So it's almost like we're putting a structure inside us by the practice so that things will form on its own. If you see the very basis of this, there is only two posture, and maybe I'll take this quote. The quote is high, but the practice is within this quote. It's a short quote by the mother. The problem I am preoccupied with is building the supramental consciousness, which is high, but we'll just take the quote. So it becomes the being. It's that consciousness which must be, it's that consciousness which must become the being. And in order to do that, the consciousness in the cells must aggregate and form into a conscious entity capable, this is the main part for us, capable of being conscious of matter as well as consciousness, as well as conscious of the supramental. That's what is being done, the work now in progress. I'll read only the part. The cells must aggregate and form into a conscious entity capable of being conscious of matter as well as conscious of the supramental. So we'll just take that as the divine or the higher consciousness. This dual awareness within the body, within the above, within the body, within a flower, within the body, within a flame, within the body, within the cave of the heart. This is our main work. And when you go inside the body, care should be attempted that every time the sensorial world opens up, there's a lot of inner content in the body. So let it open up, let it open up, let it open up. And keep dropping down through the layers of energy, feelings, thoughts, with an aspiration to touch the pure substance. Okay, now this pure substance sadhana is not done by any of us as individuals. It's being done by, let's say, some highly spiritual masters who are either in the world or, somewhere in the subtle body. Yet, every second we do, there is something that we are offering as an instrument. Okay. And then when we are connecting within, for example, the above, care should be taken that once in a while we are accessing, let's say, the silence, feel the vastness, feel and try and park our awareness above that vastness, above that silence in the beginning of light. These are our basics. So we're just doing this, and the same process can be put for the mind. Let's say there are too much thoughts you can put. The same process can be put in the body, same process can be put in the emotions. So we have got a very subtle and a fundamental template. You can invest about even 12 years just, going into it, going into it, going into it, so that the template is put. The rest all depends on grace. The higher automatically starts flowing through the grooves that we have created. At the same time, let's be humble enough that there are many steps that have to be worked out, which is one of the reasons why the next course I have moved it to the mind. Mind turned, that's all we are saying. Mind turned towards the light, because otherwise, many people have a noisy mind, and even if you do body work, it doesn't build up. So there are many other pieces we have to plug in. So this is the introduction. Today, we are going to do a very, very simple process. One of the most fundamental, the turn that we see in the agenda. First, the body is aware of itself and it is offering its problems to the above. Next, we are inside the body, but slowly we are feeling the divine inside the body, inside the substance itself. So that when you go in, you're there inside the body, but the experience is of something higher. We're going to repeat it today. If you have that flame, as I sent in that audio, we will keep referring to that in between. So this is our practice. We can close our eye. And for 2 minutes, come into the body. And without doing anything, notice what's going on with the body and around the body. Before I do the main practice, I'm going to ask you to explore some tiny practices. Go inside that body and you will feel the sense of I, the separateness. You will feel that across the body, that it feels separate, like an I. I as in the alphabet GHI. There is a certain separateness. This body has evolved quite a bit, where it can house our mind that can think, our heart that can emote, and somewhere our soul is also being carried here in some way. There is a contact with the spirit or the divine in some way. And there is the subtle body, which is also divine matter in some way. So there is a sense of I, but the body itself has evolved quite a bit. And obviously, the flame of Agni, the flame of divine will, would continue to evolve. So there is a part of the body which remembers. You could call it the body's own mind, which remembers not just your individual life, but the story of existence, where we have been as the plant, the mineral. So when I say these words, I want you to feel that property in our body, the property of plants, not theoretically, but just intuitively. The body's mind has all kinds of memories from the Big Bang to as the minerals, the crystals being crushed by rocks. And when you go into the very matter or the heaviness of the body, you would feel that crushed sensation somewhere. And the animal, the ape, the human, all of this is there in the mind of the body. Remember, it's there at pretty much the body, the skin, the cell. Perhaps one of the best ways to overcome this so the body remembers, and perhaps one of the best ways to transcend this is to remember the state of union. There is a minor state of union that the body remembers for those of us who have had the sexual experience. That's a very minor compared to the true union of the body uniting with its own maker. So the longing of the body is what we need to discover. It's a profound discovery. We all know the longing of the body to a desire or a pleasure. We all know that experience. We all know the body's experience where it's trying to move away from pain. Sometimes we also have, by grace, a mild experience of equanimity, where the body has a state where it's not pulled. Sometimes it's just nanoseconds where it is not pulled by either pain or pleasure. But what is hidden behind all this is the flame of Agni, the flame of Agni, which is there everywhere around us, within us, which has that urge of union, to transform us so that the union can be made more perfect, more and more perfect between the body and the divine. However, this is submerged. Today we'll make an attempt to at least just glimpse it so that we can feed into it, offer ourselves into it. If you have a flame lit in your room, as I had guided yesterday, I'll suggest a 5-minute practice now. I'll give the practice and then you can do on your own. Take your awareness materially through your body, within the body, and you will notice several things there. The energies, the sensations, the colors, whatsoever. And then partially open your eyes so that you don't lose concentration. And look at the flame in a very relaxed way. And as you look at the flame, that's a basic practice, and you can add few things, like you can look at the flame and also feel above your head at the same time, and allow your body to connect to that flame, to connect to the light of the flame, to connect to the warmth of the flame, and be very receptive for a few minutes. You're going inside your body. Mildly, you're looking at the flame with your eyes a little bit open. And whenever you want to close, you can. You're connecting to the light, the warmth, the intensity, the upward surge, very subtle. All of this you're connecting from within your body, and you're allowing your body to receive from this contact. You can do this now. Keep your awareness equally within your body and within that intensity, light, upward surge, warmth of the flame. Even as you do it, what we may not notice is that a layer separates this connection, which is what we are referring as the body's own remembrance, body's own mind. Even though we put the body in contact with the flame, there is the separateness where the body, because of its remembrance, would feel its pain, would feel its sadness, would feel its pleasures, and thus not open up to the new consciousness. Historically, in such cases, for transformation to occur, a drastic force was often thrown out, which may or may not be harmonious. But through our practices, we can take a much more joyful route. So, as your body is in contact with a flame, if you can notice that the body is cutting that contact by being aware of its own inner experiences, in a way of speaking. Perhaps one shortcut way, there could be others, one shortcut way is by teaching the body or practicing with the body and its intelligence the process of surrender. We'll do this very sensorially now. Go through your body and the as you become aware of the body's experiences, its sensations, pain, stiffness, etc., very carefully observe, and you would notice that a portion of your awareness is holding to this experience. A portion of your awareness, which you could also say, which is the body's own awareness, body's own mind. It's holding to these contents of the experience and just looping this all the time. It's very subtle across the body. Your awareness of the body itself grips and holds the experiences. Now, explore how this awareness itself can expand in all directions with the support of vastness. You're just stretching out and back, like a step back, but you're doing in all directions. Let your awareness step back or expand a little bit with the vastness so that there is a natural letting go and the awareness is not holding these inner experiences. I'll repeat, just the awareness expanded a little bit in multiple directions so that the awareness is slowly shifting away from what it is gripping and becoming more open. And if it is not coming, any of the steps, learn to request the higher consciousness to guide you and teach the step. You will practice, but you don't have to struggle. That's the beauty of this process that we are learning. You will practice, and if the practice is not coming, you will continue to practice and request the divine to give the method, the unique method that works for you. So we are going to the third portion of surrender. The first was to just even acknowledge that there is the aspect of the body's awareness or body's mind, which is remembering everything and not allowing the body to fully connect with the flame. And second is to expand the awareness, sensorially expand the awareness with vastness. So that the awareness can let go what it has been holding of the body's experiences. And the third aspect of surrender is to allow the body connect and feel something else which is closer or represents a source. The body itself has to feel something else. So once again, we'll do this in many ways. Once again, either with mild opening of eyes or even with closed eyes, connect back to that flame that you have kept lit. And in the same condition where you're noticing that a part of the body awareness remembers and a portion you're able to expand the awareness so that it is not gripping your inner experience. In that state, connect the body and its substance to the flame and just become more and more vulnerable and open to the flame's properties and qualities. When you do that, notice if the urge to connect with the flame and its qualities increases on its own. This is a wholesome practice by itself. Detect across the body and its parts where the body also become aware of the inner experience and the sensations. Notice the awareness gripping it. Second, expand your awareness so that the grip loses its hold and turn your body to a source or a quality like the flame here and just become more and more receptive. I will now explore the same through many other sources. Now, as you keep the awareness expanded, you're detecting where the just by doing this practice, it won't go away immediately. For a fundamental shift, notice again where all in the body's own awareness, the body's own mind is turned towards its own experiences and getting gripped. Expand that awareness so that there is a loosening. And in that state, we're doing something very simple. Become aware of your breath and allow your body to feel the passing breath. If possible, at the end of your in breath, let the breath go above into whatever is coming for you. And at the end of the out breath, allow it to go searching for the sacred divinity below. And as this breath is passing through your body, teach the awareness of the body instead of feeling its own experiences all the time. Request it to feel the breath. So it's almost like the awareness, instead of feeling its own content, relaxes to aspire to feel the breath. Normally, when you do like this, there will be the experience of in swelling. Some property on the inside will become more by itself and naturally. The same we will now repeat with sound. Once again, go through your body and you'll still notice areas where the awareness is turned to the body's own surface experiences. It's not turned to depth. It's caught by the body's mind of whatever is going on, not just now, but your own lifetime and across lifetimes and across the universal creation. All of this is there. Relax the awareness by a mild expansion. So to expand, we have to link to vastness. In a way of speaking, the vastness permeates into our awareness, and thus the awareness itself expands, and thus we lose the grip a little bit. This step is very important. In real time, you will find that when there is a pain or discomfort, you will automatically notice that the awareness is going into it and loses itself and gets locked. This is the constant story. So we become aware and we expand the awareness. And the third step is important. The body substance in that part needs to taste something else. So now utter the sound Om silently and let the body's awareness feel the sound, hear the vibration. So the awareness, instead of turning to its own experience, is turning towards and feeling the Om sound and vibrations across your body. the body to feel the sound. And then, like this, we can do many things. Now, individually for you, wherever in your body you feel there is a little sweetness. For example, it can be in the cave of your heart, or wherever in your body you feel that there is a little light or something softer forming inside in the depth. Let the body's awareness across lean into this sweetness inside your body. Lean into light or soft matter inside your body. So now you're fully inside your body, and normally the body is just aware of its own pleasures and pains. In this case, that portion of awareness of your body, you're searching with that, with its aspiration, you're searching for where is the sweetness inside the body, and you're requesting the body's own awareness or mind to search for where is there a light or subtle, softer substance inside the body. And then you turn your entire body's awareness towards that tiny spark and you wait. So, so that the body's awareness feels the light, feels the sweetness, feels the spark. And just let the body overall, we're about to complete for today, to just connect to the divine in some intimate way. Learn to always remain with this flame of thirst, to stay connected to something concrete of the divine instead of getting lost in the body's own remembrance and mind, which is just feeding all of the stuff that is embedded. Stay with this flame for 2 minutes. We'll remain quiet for 2 minutes, offering today and this entire session at the feet of the higher consciousness or the divine to bless us with our own capacity to keep repeating this practice, these practices, so that in the grooves that are created through this, the consciousness, the new consciousness can flow. We remain quiet for 2 minutes. Thank you very much.